I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. We're backing our Kali Linux machine. So we have our nmap command set up. So right now it's set to where it's going to do a service scan and figure out the version of it with this -SV right here. And then we have -P, and we're looking at port 111 because we're trying to see, are there any devices that have port 111 open. And then I put it in very verbose mode, so it actually shows us, what's happening while it's happening, because it's pretty cool. Then we have our target right here. And if we want to do the NFS enumeration, we can actually just do -- script and then equals, and then what we're going to do is RPC info. Okay. So we can just go ahead and run that, and then let's wait a minute and check out the results. So we're going to go ahead and run this command right here. So it's just a simple nmap command. It's going to do a service version scan. It's going to scan port 111, and we're putting it in very verbose mode. This is going to be our target. As you'll see, this is our Kali Linux machine. So what I did was I went ahead and set up an NFS server locally on this just to show you how this works, and I'll include some instructions for you guys to actually go ahead and set up an NFS server locally as well, so that you can actually practice it and try it out on your own. You'll probably find that in the resource section. So the script that we're going to use right now is RPC info. So pretty much what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to see which devices are actually registered with RPC bind, and that's going to tell us if it points to NFS or not. So we can go ahead and run this one and just give it a second to finish. So I scanned finish, and hey, it said port 111 is open. RPC bind is running on it. And hey, we found this NFS share right here /MNT/hacking share. And it has these files inside of it. You can ignore those first two. But what's interesting here is the super secret password.txt. So that's pretty neat. We know that's probably a file that we want to know, what's inside of it. Let's look a little bit more at some of the information they actually gave us. So we see that mount is actually accessible to anyone that's on this subnet, and hey, we broke into the network technically, so we're on the same network, so we should be able to gain access to it. So we don't have any restrictions there, and it just gives you a little bit more information, about the NFS share as well. So we can take this a step further and actually try to see if we can mount it to our system to where we can access it. And we do that with a mount command. So I've already done this, but I'm going to show you guys the mount. So it's just mount followed by the IP address of where the NFS share is, and colon, and then the NFS share, and then our own folder. So I made a folder called my NFS in the /mount folder. So what we can do is we can cd/mnt/my NFS, and we can do an ls, and hey, it actually synchronized, it actually went and mounted that NFS share locally here. Now I can access this file right here. So if I wanted to, I can do a v super secret password.txt, and hey, I have read access to it. That's pretty crazy. I can also, if I wanted to, I could just do cat super secret password, and it'll cat it out. So now I have a super secret password. So that's pretty neat. So now you see kind of how NFS enumeration can be very valuable. You can find some messed up permissions usually on most internal networks if you look for this.